Hello, this is Reckless Jones, and I'm giving you a free-for-all gameplay on Quarry. This gameplay is a bit weird, and I'll tell you about that later. But what I wanted to say is the difference between Mod 2 and Mod 3. Now, I think this is very interesting because I really like Mod 2. Mod 2 was the best thing, but everyone complained about Mod 2, like the noob tubes, the panic knifing, and they solved everything about that in Mod 3. But how come Mod 2 is still a lot better game and doesn't make me rage as much? Well, I have a few reasons for that. Well, I'm going to go with the things that I think Mod 3 did well. Okay, Specialist, I thought was a good idea. I mean, it made me, who I like to rush a little bit on Mod 3, and it gave me extra perks so that I could have Sleight of Hand and Scavenger, which made me better at rushing, and it made me feel invincible, basically. And I really like that idea, and I think that they should keep it in for Black Ops 2. But I don't think they will, so I'm pretty sure they've only got the Assault, which is a bit of a shame, but if we see a Modern Warfare 4, which I doubt as well, hopefully they'll have specialists in that. I also like support. Now, people might think, oh, support, stealth bomber, stuff like that. And yes, I did get annoyed if a stealth bomber killed me, to be honest, and I was on a kill streak. I'd earned that kill streak, and someone who hadn't earned a kill streak at all had got that, and I thought, no, that's not fair. But people on this game who are new to the game, who normally use support, won't be good enough to get 40 kills in a game, like in a TDM game. And if you play it safe and you play it strategically, if a stealth bomber's coming over and you're prepared, and you've got fast reactions, you should. Oh, look at me getting pooped on there. You should be able to get indoors or at least get out of the way, because if you can hear it and got good reactions, then that's how you do it. But so I like that. I also liked the fact, and people are going to hate me for this if anybody actually watches this, but I like the spawns, because I think the spawns made the game a little bit more crazy. And yes, I hated it when people spawn behind me, but I use the spawns quite well. And if you're in their spawn and you're attacking, you don't want the spawns to flip. And on Mod 3, they tend not to flip as much as they did on Mod 2, so I find that quite good. I also like some of the guns, so I like the MP7, good idea. I mean, people might find these guns as overpowered, but PP90, P90, MP7, ACR, if all these ones are overpowered, then the gun balance is very balanced. I mean, if everything's really good, then if I'm using an MP7 and there's a guy with an ACR, it's still an even battle, even though they both have overpowered weapons. So I have no problem with using overpowered weapons, and I think that people who say, oh, don't use it and overpowered weapons, are a teeny bit stupid, because let's face it, if you're not using the overpowered weapons, you are. And that's why I don't mind noob tubers that much, is because if there's going to be a gun in the game that is an explosive fire round, why won't you use it? You're stupid if you don't use it. It gives you an advantage, and Luke normally uses a noob tubes on Rust, and he gets nukes out of it. And I've tried it, but I'm not quite as good at noob tubing. But if you can get these kill streaks with the noob tube, why can't you? I mean, it's the game developers, they put it in. Why can't we use it? So but see, the things I loved about Modern Warfare 2, I mean, the sniping. I mean, look at this, right? It takes skill. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best sniper. Obviously, I'm probably one of the lower down snipers, but I worked hard to get this good. Whereas anyone with a Barrett kick can aim through a scope and shoot. And shoot and shoot and shoot. It's just ridiculous. I mean, and here is when it lags out. It goes. I get a nice triple feed, and it starts to lag out, and then it says lost connection to host, and then it puts me in a game again. But as you can see, and I look on the scoreboard, there is already a guy on 10 kills, I believe. Let's have a look. No, 8 kills. So he's already 8 kills ahead of me. I'm a bit annoyed about that. I'm like, what's happened? But I go on for another few nice little intervention kills there, but he just gave me with a shotgun, which was a bit embarrassing. But as you can see, I'm still using my intervention at the moment. 9 kills. He's in 9 kills in front, and I do end up winning the game, which is quite good actually, I thought. So that's why I've uploaded this one. But yeah, I love the sniping on this, and what I also love is the maps. Right, the maps. They were so well designed, so colourful. I mean, Mod 3, they brought back Terminal, but they took away the colour of it. And yes, the design is still pretty good, so I still like the map. terminal on mod 3, but it's just not as good. Why would it be as good? Because the colour's gone. I mean, it's all dark green and pale, and it's just not good. Whereas I love this map, Quarry. It's a very well designed map. There's loads of tricks, and I know the spawn pretty well. So when I get out of my UMP45, yes, I do start doing terrible to start off with. I mean, I get absolutely rubbish. I do absolutely rubbish now, but I like the maps. I really do like the maps, and they're all really well designed because for kill streaks. And this is what I was realising with mod 3. So take bootleg, right? Take bootleg. You get an Osprey gunner on that, a 70 kill streak. You expect to get more than 5 kills, but if you're on a map like bootleg, you're probably going to get 2 kills and then it's shot down, right? Whereas even on Quarry, I mean, Quarry is the only time I've got a multi-kill with a chopper in it. All the spawns are outside, and they designed it so that if you earn a kill streak, if you earn a good kill streak, you get to use it and you get the goods. I don't get these things like, I don't get, what's the point in having spawn protection so that kill streaks can't do well? Well, if I've got an 8130, I've earned it. I should deserve a few kills. I mean, I've killed 12 people in a row. I deserve to have something good. So, what's the point in having something? What's the point in me shooting into a spawn and getting only hit markers? And I think they did that wrong. They're playing for noobs, really. They're helping the noobs a lot, and I think that's good. You should help the noobs, but not too much, right? And this is where I start to pick up my kills. I'm using UAV Predator Missile Attack Heli, and yes, the Attack Heli is probably the worst. Look at this, this is quite funny. He could have killed me so easily, but he just ran into my subject. Yes, oh, what was I saying? Man, I forgot about that, sorry. Back to the maps, right? Oh yeah, I'm using the Attack Heli, right? And yes, you might think the Attack Heli is shocking, because it is pretty bad. But on Final Free-For-All, right? It actually does alright. And I was trying to get the emblem because I've got the kill streak emblem for everything apart from the Attack Heli, because I always use Harrier. And why wouldn't you use a Harrier? It's basically a better Attack Heli. Oh, look at me getting shotgun there. It's also it's almost a better Attack Heli, but with a precision on. What a nice double kill. So I'm using the Attack Heli to get the emblems, and yes, I have got the nuke emblem. I didn't hack for it. I've had about I've probably had about 40 nukes. But unfortunately I didn't have my recorder for those 40 nukes, so I'm going to be, I think I might have uploaded one nuke on Wasteland, which should be up for now, but I'm not sure. But yes, I like this free-for-all. I thought it was very good, and I'm going to give you a few tips for free-for-all, right? I think that you should always use a UAV, because in free-for-all not many people are going to be running cold-blooded, right? So you get a UAV and it's just so easy to pick them off. Another thing I really like about mod 2 is the guns, right? You may think, oh, UMP45 is so overpowered, right? But there's guys that can easily kill me with like an ACR. I think the MP5K was also an amazing weapon. I think the P90 was a tank. And look at this. Oh yes, I'm so glad I got that. I was shocked I got that, really. But yeah, I'm just using the rush class at the moment. My normal rush class, final stand. They still haven't learned, have they? Mod 3. Oh, definitely final stand. Yeah, no, final stand will never come back. And what happens? They bring it back straight away. And this time, they pack it with a bunch of C4. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm winning the free-for-all now by quite a margin. I was quite happy with this. I mean, he was beating me 500 to none, and I've come back, and now I'm beating him by about 5 kills. So yes, he was probably sniping, and yes, the whole lobby was sniping, but they were pretty good snipers actually. I wouldn't say they were bad snipers, and there were a few like this guy that were just really rubbish. But yeah, the guy who actually eventually was second, I think he ends up leaving, and that's another thing, rage quitting, right? What's the point of rage? I say that, but I rage quit all the time, right? If I don't find a lobby that I don't think I could do well in, what's the point in staying in that lobby? It's a lobby that I'm not going to do well in, so it's just wasting my time. Whereas if I get into a lobby that's perfect, I'm obviously going to stay in it. And people who moan at rage quitters, they're not raging that much. They just know they're not going to do well in this lobby. So what's the point of sticking in it? Like, if I'm going for modes, I'm on 3, and I get to a lobby where there's like 2 20 prestiges, I'm going to back out because I know that they're probably going to beat me in a gunfight, even if I've got specialists. So what's the point in trying really hard to get a mode